Krishna. Today I am going to discuss about the third chapter of your course, that is the theory of justice. So there are number of theories regarding justice like procedural theory, distributive theory, and global conception of theory. So it is not possible for me to discuss everything regarding justice today. So today I am giving you an idea very briefly regarding what is justice and what are the earlier conception of justice. First of all, you remember one thing, that there are at least four thinkers whose name are very closely related with the concept of justice. They are first Greek philosopher Plato, and his famous book is Republic. Second one is his disciple Aristotle, father of political science. Third one is Robert Nozick, Robert, Robert Nozick, Nozick. And one of his famous book is Anarchy, State and Utopia. And last but not least is John Rawls, John John Rawls, 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 and his famous book is Theory of Justice. So try to remember the name of these books. These are also may come as short question in the examination. So now we are going to discuss little bit about what is justice. The concept of justice, you remember one thing, that it is very closely related with liberty and equality. Already we have studied both the concept of liberty. Liberty means freedom, and equality. Both we have studied, and just actually liberty and equality is the condition. If these conditions are prevailing in the society, then we can expect the result, that is justice. In everyday life, justice is seen, seek as an attribute of law. In each and everyday life, what is justice? Justice is an attribute of law. However, laws are always also not just. Number of examples are there in this world when the people are revolting against the unjust laws of the state. Here you can take the example of apartheid that was one time going on in South Africa. So you remember that law is very much closely related with justice, and law can give us justice. But along with that, sometimes we may be dissatisfied with a particular law because it is unjust, and we are going to revolt against that type of law. So remember that thing very quickly. Now, I'm telling you one thing, that whenever you are going to discuss or whenever we are giving any idea about justice, one thing is very important, that we must have to discuss little bit about what was the Platonic concept of justice. According to Plato, justice is a particular virtue. So there are four types of virtue in his ideal state. Plato was depicted one ideal state, and here he clearly told us about four virtue, and these four virtues are generally justice itself, as well as temperance, wisdom, and courage. These are the four qualities of human being. And Plato clearly said that justice will prevail in a particular society when the people who are who are qualified for a particular work, and no, I am telling you in that way. According to Plato, justice can prevail in a particular society when the people follow the principle of my station, my life. So, what is the meaning of my station, my life? My station, my life means you should have to do only those work for which you are best fitted, and you should not interfere on the activities of others. So according to Plato, there are three classes of people in the society. These are ruling class, warrior class, and producing class. So far as ruling class is concerned, they are endowed with reasoning capacity. So it is their responsibility to run the administration of the country, to look out the political affairs of the country. So far as warrior class is concerned, they are gifted with courage. So that they should be entrusted with the responsibility to protect the country from internal or external aggression. And so far as producing class are concerned, they are not gifted either by reason or by courage. That's why they should relate themselves only with the production activities of the country and should look after the economic necessities of other two classes. So if the three classes they perform their duty without interfering on the duties of others, then justice will prevail in the society. So, according to Plato, justice means my station, my life. You remember that thing very clearly. And so far as Aristotle is concerned, for Aristotle, justice lies in incorporating concerns of equality, proportionality, and maintenance of equilibrium in the society. Again, I am telling you, for Aristotle, how it is possible to establish justice in the society if we are aware of establishing equality in the society, but that equality should be proportional equality and maintenance of equilibrium in the society. Thus, he shifts away from the notion of hierarchy of Plato's conception of justice. That means, in Plato's conception, there are three stages in the society. People are divided into three stereotype groups: ruling class, warrior class, and producing class. But Aristotle said that no, justice means give the rewards to the people according to their capacity. Distribute the justice among the people according to their merits, according to their capacity, according to their status in the society. So these are briefly about the concept of justice given by Plato and Aristotle. But nowadays we have regarded that justice is not related with any religious concept. It is actually, what is justice? It is a legal concept, and justice can be given to the people in the country or in the society by the law, but laws should be as human as possible. Then only justice can prevail in the society. So there are various types of theory of justice, and first of all we will have to discuss about distributive concept of justice. So tomorrow I will give you an idea about the distributive concept of justice. So good night and stay healthy and hearty.